It's another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, likes, comments, feedback. Man, thank you so much. It's greatly and genuinely appreciated. How's everybody doing this beautiful Monday morning? Man, got some cool little breeze out here today. I think there was supposed to be a cold front coming in. Apparently, allegedly. So, feels pretty good outside, man. It's time to bring out the hoodies and the sweatshirts. People think, hold on, man, let me get right real quick. So, let me see. It's kind of cold out here today. All right, here we go. We back at it. All right. People, I don't care of people. Right? I pay no attention to cowardice. People that want to dox me. All right. At the end of the day, Dante Lamar Bell. That's all the outcome of Dante Lamar Bell's actions. Right. So the more channels that pop up, the more I can prove my case of his intentions. Right. It's a snowball effect. It all started by him, and now it's just continuing from a snowball effect. So I don't care about everybody else doing videos, anonymous videos and shit like that, right? I already have the main perpetrator, right? And like I said, at the end of the day, I don't care about the money that I'm suing him for, right? At the end of the day, he is going to be doing a public apology video that's going to be up on his platform for a limited up to 5 years to combat my defamation of character, right? I don't care. He's going to make an apology video that's going to stay up on his channel for a certain amount of time to combat the defamation of my character. So in his own words, he is going to fix it. All right. All right. We going. It's sometime November, man. All right, November. It's around the corner. It's around the corner. All right. So anybody else, they can continue doing doxing, doing anonymous videos. It doesn't bother me, man, because at the end of the day, I got the main corporate on my sites. All right. I got the main perpetrator, the mastermind, the puppet master. Right. All these other guys are just puppets. I have the puppet master in my sights. So it kind of sucks, man, that even if it's not him or even acknowledging the other trolls, it's his fault. He started it. People are following his lead. He's a giant content creator with 150,000 subscribers. I'm a little old peon, 3,000 subscribers, right? I can't move mountains. So all these bully tactics, it's in the civil suit. And like I said, man, before I did the civil suit, it was never about monetary gain. It was always been about the truth. And the only way that I can get him to speak the truth is by civil suing him, right? And you can use this. Maybe the doxing didn't get the reaction you wanted me, right? I guess you wanted me to be texting you and blowing up your phone and sending all kinds of messages and terroristic threats and woo 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 and beating on my chest and pull up, pull up. All right. Been there, done that. All right. Been there, done that, man. All right. It's like, once you try a tactic on me, second or third time you try it, doesn't have its effect like it did the first time. Right? The first time you doxed me, it pissed me off, man. This time, it's like, you've been knowing my address for about going on 2 years. And if that's all you can do is post it online, I'm shivering in my boots. Ooh, you got me quivering, shivering in my boots. Come on, man. Right? But like I said, once I win my verdict and that public apology video goes up on your platform and it's up there for a limited extended time, right? I'm shooting for 5 years to combat the defamation of my character on social media. Because you have the habit of making videos, deleting them, making videos, deleting them. So I don't need your apology to be deleted in a matter of days. I need that apology to be up there for a period of 5 years, right? We're gonna. I'm not worried about the money, right? When I filed, I told y'all I don't care about the money. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I said, go clean up the mess on your channel. All right. He went, half-heartedly attempted it, deleted the video the next day. All right. So I gave him the opportunity. He didn't want to do it the gentleman's agreement. So now we're gonna let the law decide. Right. And like I said, I'm not asking for money. All right. $10,000 ain't shit, man. All right. The max that I'm suing that piece of shit is $10,000, $9,500. That ain't shit. Right. For a defamation for my character. Right. You can't put a value on your character. Right. He needs those $10,000 more than what I do. Right. I don't need them. Right. He needs them. All I need is in a public apology video that needs to stay up on his channel and platform to combat all my defamation of character that the false statements, the falsehood. And that's something I am entitled to once I win my case. We'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? I am not looking for money. I am asking for the simple truth. But by him continuing and doxing me, doing troll accounts, putting my address on there, my private information, I'm not even gonna go even and go about striking that shit, man. Right? Let it be. Let it be. Right? It's you stop one, another one will come out. So it'll be like a whack-a-mole. Right? I'm not trying to do no whack-a-mole. Right? I already got the main corporate. Right? I got the main scumbag. And that's all that matters. Right? After the main scumbag gets taught a lesson, he gets spanked, everybody else is going to be like, damn, our master just got spanked. So, pre-trial's coming. I have all my documents. I have all my videos. Right? I'm going to tell you, man, what's going to do you in. Your 7-hour lives and your 10-hour lives. That's what's going to do you in. The most recent one, the one you did about a month ago, 2 months ago. Right? That one. Right? Because it all is going to paint a picture of your malice and intentions. You. So, when the shit hits the fan, which is apparently in next month, pre-trial, pre-trial is going to be the place where mediation begins, right? I don't want no mediation, right? The only mediation I want from you is for you to agree to a public apology, and that a public apology video needs to stay up for no longer and no lesser than 5 years to combat my defamation of character. And if you can't agree to that, then we're going to go to the full trial, right? Because I'm how can I say, I'm meeting you halfway, right? I'm meeting you halfway. So I don't want nothing else other than that, right? Take the chances. You're gonna make me an apology video. You're gonna pay the court fees, and if I'm lucky, I get compensated some money, right? But I'm all in this for the apology video, right? And I know we're gonna have to go through the motions for me to get that video, right? I know, because just like Charleston White said, you will never get a black man to apologize to you unless you start messing with their money or start messing with their freedom. All right. So I'm gonna hold Charleston White to his word. How is the only way I can get a black man to apologize to me? Taking his ass to court. All right. He wasn't going to do it on his own. I asked him, but he feels he's black and I'm Mexican, that he's superior to me. All right. But see, that's where he's wrong. In the eye of the law, we all have the same rights. And we are created equal in the eye of the law. Ooh, ooh. All right? We are created equal in the eye of the law. So, you might think you're superior because you use all these cyber bullying tactics, doxing, intimidation, positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. The tactics of bullying, cyber bullying, all right? It's going to be good, man. All right. When that public apology video goes up on his platform, it is up there for a long time. I don't care if it's up there for a year. All right. It has to be on there for at least a year. I'm happy with the year. All right. I have to give the judge something reasonable, and she has to, accept it. Since he has the habit of making videos and deleting them, it's only fair that my apology video gets left up there for a remaining period of time to combat the defamation of my character. It's that simple, man. I'm not asking for the moons and stars. I'm just asking to be righted where I was wronged. That's it. You can speak the truth all you want, but once you start false statement hoods, manipulation of legal documents, it becomes defamation and assassination of one's character. So everybody can join, hop on that bandwagon. Bandwagon ain't going too far. Them wheels are cracking, man. That wagoneer ain't going too much. All right, I guarantee you that. You got one more cruise out of it before that motherfucker gets repoed. Right? Have your laughs while you can. Right? Because what they say, he who laughs last, laughs the best. So, patience. Patience is virtue. We all want instant gratification. Instantly. Instant coffee. Instant ramens. Everybody wants everything then and there. Right? But life don't work that way. Isn't they say the things you work for and take time are the ones you cherish more, man. Right? Because it costs you time. So this, I'm putting all my efforts into it, man. Right? Right now, I got 2 battlefields going on. I got the Dante Lamar piece of shit. That's going in legal court right now. And I just opened up another battlefront, right? I'm trying to skin Mark Moore. All right. I'm gonna get these preachers' ear. All right. I'm gonna get these pastors, these deacons' ear. All right. So when they can go and visit the political man's office, visit the political man's house. All right. Steer up a hornet's nest. All right. Let people start asking Frank Lucas questions. Is this true? What about this? Oh, we didn't know Brad went through that. Brad, ooh, right? One, it's going to be a flawless victory. Flawless! All right. It's going to be a flawless victory. Flawless. All right. When you're right there, like, just bobbling and weaving, like how they do on Mortal Kombat, I'm going to come over here and punch my code in the remote and give you a fatality. Ha! All right. That's what's going to happen to you. Flawless victory. Flawless. Because like I said, man, he who laughs last, laughs the best. So you thought by doxing me, you were going to get the reaction of me woofing. I don't woof, man. I don't woof. Ain't no point of woofing, man. You thought that you were going to receive terroristic threat messages from me. Pull up. I'm going up there. I'm on my way. But I have a legal action in court, man. So any kind of way you're trying to portray me, I have to combat that. All right. So any kind of reaction that you want to get out of me, to say, look at him. Look at him. He. No. All right. Like I said, man. Learn how to play chess. Learn how to play chess, man. Once you learn how to play chess, put the chess play into life. Think about all the possibilities. Think about all the what ifs on just one play. Don't think about it, oh, it can't happen. Because it can happen. And it will happen. Because you're not paying attention. All right? So, I have the main target on my sight, man. Right? We're going to court. I have the puppet master. I don't care about the puppeteer. I don't care about them. Right? They're useless followers. There's no point in me going after the followers when I can go after the leader. Right? There's no point in me going after the followers. There's too many jackamos. Right? I have the main leader. I'm gonna chop his fucking head off. And let's see how he grows, right? It's going to be kind of hard, man, because he's going to use his own words to apologize. And I'm going to be right there doing reaction videos off of it, right? Look at this piece of shit. All this shit he was talking about, and look at this, a public video, right? I just can't wait, right? I just fucking can't wait that once you're up there making this fucking a public video apology, I'm going to be making reaction videos off of it. And I'm going to have to ask the honorable judge to keep that video up for at least a minimum of a year. Since you have the tendencies and the habits of deleting videos. Right? Your own pattern and your own way of, the way you do business is the one that's going to fuck you over. Right? Your own actions and statements. Like I told you. Physically, it's me in that courtroom. But everything you're fighting against It's your own actions and statements. So you're fighting your own self, man. It's me physically, but you're defending against your own demise and actions you started. Right? And all I'm doing is using you against yourself. I'm not just saying he said, I got all the videos. I guess you, right now when I come back, man, I'm gonna click on my laptop, put on my external hard drive on, and show you the videos that I'm gonna use to combat you. Your 10-hour live that you did on your own channel, right? You fucked up there. You were better off doing those defamation of character on other channels, right? Like how you been doing it, like you were doing them on God Soldier, Young Bloods, Junes. You were the special guest, right? But then you felt that you had an upper hand and you went to your platform and did a 10-hour live. Yes! That's what's gonna fuck you up right there. That little 10-hour live, right? Not only that, but the multiple apology videos. Oh, I'm sorry, Noel. I'm sorry. Check this young blood out. Check this young blood out. Right? I apologize. Fuck y'all. Right? Okay. Not only those, but all the apologies you sent me to my text message. Right? Right? And you cannot deny those numbers are yours, because we can go back to your old videos. In all your old videos, that 810 number goes down on the screen. Hit me up, 810, hit me up. Right? All your old videos have that 810 number in there. Right? So maybe it's no longer your number, but at one time you were using that number for promotions. You were using that number at one time for promotions. So all these apologies that are coming from you is going to prove to the judge that you knew that you were wrong, that you were bullying me, to see how far you can go. All right? It's going to paint a picture of pure malice and intentions to have me shun with false statements, to have me excognito, have me shun, have me harm, making me go through physical and emotional distress. Extreme, right? I have mental health issues, man. Right? I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not proud of it. That's just the reality of it. All right? So, I have the ringleader. Right? The ringleader, I could care less about the circus. I got the ringleader. Right? And once I clip that ringleader's wings, because I'm going to clip them, them wings are going to get clipped. Right? I want to see how high you soar after you make that apology video. Right? That you didn't want to do it. It was killing you. Right? But when you're forced to do it by legal law, it's going to be so fucking great, man. And you know what? Just like I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be there to tell you I told you so. That's what I'm going to be telling you right there. All right? I told you so, man. I gave you every opportunity. But I'm glad you chose not to take every opportunity I gave you, man. I am glad you decided to feel you're better, superior than the legal law system. I'm glad, right? Because it's going to be a lot greater when you're told to do something and you're going to be like that little kid going into his room grounded and doing the work they got to do and turning it in. Right? So your credibility, you're going to damage your own credibility. With that apology video that's going to be up on your channel, I guarantee you. That's what I'm asking. Read the motherfucking relief of what I'm asking for. I'm asking for 9,500. I'm asking for a public apology video. Right? What do you think seems more reasonable for an honorable judge to grant me? Monetary gain? I can prove that you make videos and defame my character. Once that's proven, it's going to show a pattern of who you are. So by me asking for a simple apology video that needs to be up for a certain amount of time, it's reasonable. It's reasonable to combat my defamation of character at your hands. You have a giant platform, 150,000 subscribers. So, it's going to be a good feeling, man. Today, I got a few phone calls, man. I got to plant some seeds up in Alabama. See how far these seeds grow, man. All right. Thing is, everybody wanted to align themselves with Crystal. I told Crystal, stay away from these dudes, man. Stay away from these dudes. These dudes don't have your good intentions. All they're looking is to fuck up your case, fuck up your mix. Right? I told her, stay away from these creeps. They don't have the best interest for you. All right? They don't have the best interest. All right? It would have been a good thing if Crystal would have reached out to Brad Lucas, Frank Lucas. It would have been a good thing, man, if they would have communicated, right? That tells you right there that people that could have did that chose not to. And the only reason they're choosing not to connect the dots, because they're still trying to normalize the deviancy of Mark Moore. Right? They're still trying to profit off Mark Moore. That's why they're doxing me, right? Because they don't want me to get to the bottom of the truth. They seem like every time I get to the bottom of the truth, it hurts them. Right? So now I really got it. Now I'm not going to tell y'all what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you who I'm talking to, who it is. Just let it know that I'm planting seeds and I'm going to go water them. Right? I'm going to be planting seeds. You're going to call me Johnny Appleseed. Right? Because I'm going up to Alabama and I'm planting some apple seeds up there. Some Texas apple seeds. Seedless apple seeds. And I'm going to have to go up there every day and water them. Right? That's what I'm going to do today, Sorsby. That's my game plan. Right? It's going to be... Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned, right? Because what he didn't want to do on his own, I will guarantee you, the state of Texas is going to make him do it. I guarantee you. Right? So, I guess you're going to still be waiting for those phone calls from doxing me or messages, right? That you were expecting to get. To try to use as some kind of leverage. To try to portray me. So when we go to court, look at this, your honorable judge. Look at this guy's character. Yeah, right, buddy. Right. Like I said, man, most of my past videos were really defensive videos, man. Now I'm just kind of now that I'm, getting traction in the courtroom, I know I'm going to win. 'Cause like I said, man, 99.9% of the shit the dude said was false statement, right? He needs to bring in his sources. He needs to bring in my baby mama. He needs to bring in all these sources that gave him this false statements. And even then, you can't point the finger at Susie and Joe, because it's your responsibility as a content creator, as a amateur journalist, to do the proper investigation and fact search, right? Don't put yourself in a liable position, which you did. Right? You ran with the defamation, and you ran with it hard. So it's not like you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing because apparently so many apologies through text, through email, and if you don't believe me, all those text messages have been filed into the court. Right? They're all in there. You can populate the case and everything that I've submitted. I think I've submitted like about 80 pages, man, of screenshots, text messages. Right? That's just black and white. That's just paper trail. Right? Now we're gonna hit them with the audio and video. Right? The audio and video is gonna paint a clear picture, a pure defamation of malice behavior. So that's why I can speak so confident. Right? I'm not trying to speak it into existence. Right? When you try to speak something into existence, you're trying to make it happen. Right? I'm not trying to make nothing happen. It's right or wrong. Right? That's the thing. It's right or wrong. And if I was wronged, I need to be righted. Right? I don't have to speak it into existence. It's gonna happen. All right. I'm more than confident. Right? More than confident. I'm fucking. If anybody want to bet me, I'll bet you that I'm gonna win my case. All right? I'll bet you anything. All right? And I'll fucking sign an agreement. I'll sign a new, and you go get that agreement signed, notarized, or whatever you want to do, so you can make that agreement a legal binding. All right. I don't know, man. Here pretty soon. I was thinking about going up to Jackson Cap, Alabama, man. All right. I don't know, man. I got a lot of things. You know, it's as far as I'm gonna want to go with it. And man, when I'm all in, I go in deep. Right? I go in deep, bro. I go when I want to get my due and I want to get my lick back. Ain't no stopping me, man. I ain't stopping, bro. If you think that I'm gonna stop, I'm not. I'm not, man. I'm not gonna fucking stop. I already told you. Only way I'm gonna stop if I stop breathing. All right. That's the only way I'm gonna stop. All right. Nah, man. I'm not gonna visit Mark. I don't need to visit. I'm gonna visit the family members of the victims. You know, so they can see that I'm serious about what I'm doing, man. You know? And once I go up to that town hall meeting, that town hall council, I'm all in, man. Right? The only thing I can do is get my get back. And the only way I can get my get back is by legal actions. Pushing the envelope on getting the truth. I was almost there one time. I think if I apply a little bit more pressure, a little bit more pressure here, a little more pressure there, I'll get there. So, all those people that are doxing, creating pages, all you're doing is digging a deeper hole for your daddy, right? Dante. All you're doing is digging his grave deeper and deeper and deeper, right? Because the judges doesn't care who does it after. They want to care who did it first, right? Because the one that did it first is the one that's liable. Because everybody else is just mimicking. right? So once the one that started it gets in trouble, in theory, the other ones should back off and realize, my daddy was in the wrong, all right? My daddy was in the wrong, all right? My daddy was in the wrong. So for all you doxers and trollers making pages, doxing my home, at the end of the day, all you're doing is digging your daddy's grave deeper, right? I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't know, man. I know Big Ox wanted some cash to talk. I know what makes people talk, man. You know what makes people talk? Money. That's what makes people talk. Money. How did hips talk? Money. Maybe I just didn't offer them enough money to get a conversation. Maybe me offering them peanuts. Maybe if I offering them with a little bit of more zeros in it, they'll say something. Right? So, man, I just gotta see. I just, once I win this case, I should have a little bit of more freedom, a little bit more time to concentrate on Mr. Mark Moore. Right now, like I said, I'm just planting seeds, man. I'm planting seeds, watering them, and see if they can sprout into a friendship, camaraderie. But I do know things, man. I know God, religion brings man together. Religion and God bring man together. Yes, it's a done deal, man. I'm a blind man can see the case is won. All right. He knows that it's won. That's why he's trying all these bully tactics of doxing me, of trying to get a reaction to try to portray me to have some kind of combat, some kind of argument points in court. But like I said, man, go learn how to play chess, so you can predict, anticipate the next move. Not only the next move, but the next moves ahead of time, right? It's not just the next move. Chess, you have to be ready for the third, fourth move before the play has even been played, right? So you have to be looking at the board and looking at what the next play is going to do, right? You have to look at all the possibilities, all the what ifs, all the angles. That's how I live my life, like a chessboard, man. I don't live life thinking that it won't happen. It can't happen. Nah, it don't happen. You're thinking too much. I don't think that way, man. I always think that the possibilities could happen and happen. And that way you can be ready and anticipate for the worst and hope for the best. So, I'm not hoping for the best, right? Because I got facts. Yeah, they still doxing, man. Right? So, that paints a picture to everybody's trying to say, oh, you doxed me. Right? I don't dox, man. I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. Right? Cowards dox. They doxed me last night on my live video. It's cowardless. They didn't get the reaction that they wanted to get. So I guess it didn't work the way they wanted it out to work. Me, shit, all it paints is a worse picture of this piece of shit. This is the outcome of his defamation. Him having a giant platform is feeding all these smaller platforms. Right? So it's just the cause and effect, man. Right? It's the root of cause and effect. Shit that we learned in elementary. The cause and effect. Right? It's all based off his defamation of my character. That's giving ammunition to these other trolls that are feeding off of his giant platform. So if it would have never came from him, the ringleader, I would not have to be dealing with these other guys. But since he started it, now I have to deal with all these other trolls and all these people doxing me. It might not be him, right? I'm not saying that it's him. I can't prove it, right? But it all started based off his actions. He kick-started it, right? He's the corporate, right? Everybody is following his lead. He's the giant content creator, right? So he can continue doing that because all it does is paint a picture of who he is, right? And my job in that courtroom is to paint it to the judge, right? Not only by me speaking, by showing her in text messages, words, videos. And it's going to be kind of hard when the judge asks you, is that you? What did you mean by that? Right? You're going to have to, like, you wanted me to explain myself? No, you're going to have to explain yourself. Right? And after you explain yourself, you're going to have to give yourself, with me, an apology. Nah, man. I keep my camera off. I keep my camera off because I don't want people clipping videos of me. Right? I don't want people clipping videos of me. Right? They can use my voice. I could care less. Right? Right? That's why. Right? I don't do live showing my face because I don't want my videos to get clipped and get misinterpreted and misused. All right? That's why. That's the only simple fact, man. All right? All right? That's the only reason I don't show my face. Not because I'm a coward. No, man, y'all already know who I am. All right? Not because I'm a coward. Because I already know. And so to avoid that, don't show my face, man. Right? I don't care. It's not like you're missing anything. Right? I'm not gonna get you wet. So by me not showing my face, nobody's missing anything, man. Right? Ain't nobody missing out on something extravagant. Right? So that's the reason, man. Right? That I don't show my face. I'm not gonna give anybody any kind of ammunition. They can use my voice. I don't give a fuck, man. Right? But like I said, oh yes, you're right about that, Alfredo. Right? It's gonna have to be an apology video pinned up there, public video for a certain amount of time, man. That's what I'm asking for, right? Yes, I put $9,500 on the case. Yes, I put $9,500, right, for defamation, extreme future loss of revenue, right? Which I can prove, right? I can prove through the YouTube analytics that I lost YouTube revenue, right? That in itself can be proven, right? And if you tell me, like I said, man, I never, my intentions of suing the dude were never for monetary gain. My true intentions of suing him was to get the apology video and get the truth told out, right? So once he makes an apology video, That would be the truth, right? That would be, when I took him to court, he makes the public apology video, it stays up there, and that should be the end of it, right? That should be the end of it, right? That should be the end of it. That should be the end of it, right? Because if he's making a public apology video that stays up, that must tell you that all the defamation of character that he said was wrong, all right? That's how we're going to base it off, right? We're going to base it off at the end of the trial. Is there going to be an apology video done or not, right? That's how we're going to weigh the victory, right? Is there going to be an apology video done after? That's how we're going to decide the outcome of this, right? And all we're going to do is you're going to have to wait, right, and see. Like I said, 99.9% of the stuff he said was lies. The 1%, he got my name right. No, he didn't even get my name right. I'm being too kind, because he was calling me Francisco, right? You were using Francisco's paperwork, a convicted sex offender, to paint your narrative on me. No, that's him. You made me expose myself, right? You made me take off my shirt, show you markings off my body, and it still wasn't good enough. It's like, I did everything I could from stop you to cyberbully me, doxing me with the false statements, and you continued, right? So it's the pattern, man. It's a pattern of what your intentions were, pure malice. Like you're finding people's criminal records to use against somebody that doesn't have a conviction to try to fit the narrative of your defamation of character. You see, not only did you say stuff, you actually went and found and researched other people's criminal convictions from a sexual offense to try to pin it on me, right? So not only did you go manipulate legal documents that weren't mine to defame my character, golly, man, it's like you fucking did yourself in. It's like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, man. I don't know how, all right, you are fighting yourself. You are fighting the man in the mirror. When I go to that courtroom that day, man, and you see me and you see me through that Zoom, it's physically me. But what you're defending is against your own actions, right? You're defending against the shit you started. That's fucking mind-blogging. So how the fuck do you expect to win? How the fuck do you expect to win? And you're fighting your own self, man. That's like a conflict of interest, man, I would assume. But you got yourself in a mighty fine pickle. You got yourself in a mighty old pickle. Woo! Man, it shows a pattern, right? It shows a pattern of pure malice intention. She's gonna ask you, what were your intentions of doing this? What was your goal? Oh, I wanted to have him shunned. She's gonna know. Oh, you wanted him to have him shunned. You wanted him to be outcasted. You wanted him to be emotional distressed. You wanted him to be somebody to come do him physical harm. So this is what your intentions really were, right? Because I don't see nothing good coming out of what you were doing, Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell. So continue the doxing, continuing the troll pages, because all that is going to paint a picture of who you are, a great content creator that defames people's characters, right? That talks about prison homosexuality in every single video, right? A guy that says, who cares what the black man does to the white man in prison, right? So it doesn't look good for you in a courtroom, buddy, right? Does not look good, man, right? So that's why continue with the doxing, continue with the troll accounts, the troll channels, putting up private information. So all that does is just paint a picture of your shenanigans, right? It's you are yourself's worst enemy. You, Mr. Bell, right? You met your match today. You have met your match, right? I'm the only one that's ever gotten you to feel some type of way, right? Make you break character, right? Right? I'm the only one that's got into you like that, right? Broken character. You just don't know how many people have told me, man, I've never seen Dante get out of character like that before, bro. And you got him. You got him out of character. I've been watching Dante for 2-3 years and I've never seen him get out of character like that. But you got him. You know how good that feels, man? That people that know you longer than they know me never see you act like that before, man. And it had to be a little old Mexican from Texas to pull that whole card out. That whole card has been pulled, right? That whole card, I pulled that hoe, all right? Because you's a hoe. And I pulled that card, right? And I showed the people who you really are. I'm not through yet. I'm not through yet, right? I'm not through yet. Like I said, I'm going for that fatality. Flawless victory. That's what I'm going for. And your actions and statements have made it so much fucking easier for me to accomplish my mission, right? You've made it so easy for me. Your own actions and statements have built the case against you. Fuck, man. I don't know how. That tells me you're not a criminal, man. You don't know how to think like a criminal. You think with your mouth. And we all know mouths, big mouths get in trouble. Right? You think with your mouth. Right? And your mouth is going to get you in trouble. Right? Tells me your daddy never popped you. Right? Right? Because I know when I said stupid shit with my mouth, I had a dad that would discipline me. Right? So I don't say too much stupid shit. Right? I don't talk with my mouth. I talk with my heart and I talk with my balls. Right? You run your dick suckers. Just talk. Right? Manipulation, gaslighting, grooming. You're so mad that you can't groom Mark like how Mark groomed them boys. That's why Mark gets sold off to a different manager every other month. Right? I won't be surprised if Youngblood's Mark's next manager. I won't be surprised, right? All these guys are trying to groom Mark into being a content creator, a Fleece Johnson. Well, you know what? Mark got Brad Lucas's, right? Mark got victims, right? And I'm gonna find those victims, right? I'm not gonna stop till the mission at hand is accomplished. Right? I'm not gonna stop, man. So if you think that I'm gonna stop, oh no. Oh no. I'm not gonna stop, man. And I'm not gonna give you time for me to pull out and let you breathe. I'm not gonna pull out and let you breathe for a second. Like I said, man, you are your own worst enemy. You've given me all the ammunition, everything I need, everything. Thank you, man. Thank you for being such a creep. Thank you. All right. Thank you for being a piece of shit. Thank you. You've given me everything I need to win my case against you. Thank you. Feel proud of yourself, man, that you're going to do something good for a change and not trying to normalize the deviancy. Just feel good that your actions and statements is going to win my case. And it's going to be something for the good. So pat yourself on the butt, buddy, old pal. You did something good today. I wish I had a gold star, man, to give you a gold star and put it on your shoulder. Here you go, man, like a little kid. You know how the teacher used to do when you do the good assignment, give you a little gold star? Some of them would even put it on your forehead, cheek. Here you go. I'm going to do that one to you. Here you go, man. Good job. Giving me all the paperwork and everything I need to do to defeat you. Thank you. You're so... a gold star for you, man. Hey. So, all right, y'all. I got some things to do. I got to go to some therapies. Once I come back from therapies, man, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'll be on here at least once a day. Once a day, man. If I can, too, depending on how I feel. But I'll be up here periodically. I was looking at my YouTube analytics, and my YouTube analytics saying, man, that they were used to me dropping 94 videos a month. Right? I've only been dropping, I think, 46 videos a month. So I need to go back up to that 90 something, right, a month videos. I need to saturate the market once again. Right? Not by the documentary, but just by doing my lives every day, right? Speaking about the same horrific character, Mark Moore, right? As long as he's still out here in the free world walking these streets, I'm going to be that person waiting, researching, planting seeds. Like I said, man, you're going to have to just moving forward, call me Johnny Appleseed, man, because I'm going to Alabama and I'm planting some Texas crops. I'm heading south. I'm heading up to Alabama and I'm planting me some crops. I'm going to put that little old Texas twang to it, you know? And that's the thing, Alfredo. That's the thing, man. That by him doing that, just proved the intentions of what he was doing was to cause me harm emotionally, physically, by trying to convict me as a sex offender when in reality I'm not a sex offender, right? So I appreciate that for what all he did, man. You know, he solidified my case. And to me, this is an open and shut case. There's no denying his malice, intent. There's no denying it. It's clear as day of what his intentions were. If I can see it, I'm pretty sure a educated woman that goes through this on a daily basis knows the law, knows what was being intended. Was it malice? Was it intentionally? Was it an accident? What was it? And it's gonna come out to being pure malice, right? Because once you make apology videos once about the same thing, and then you do it again, and then you make apology videos, say, hey, I'm sorry, and then you do it again, and then you say you're sorry. So you know what you're doing. You're just doing it to see how far you can go, right? You're pushing the envelope, as they would say. You're pushing the envelope because you know what you were doing was wrong, but you wanted to see if you could push me to silence me, right? But instead you push me into a fucking courtroom, right? Instead, you thought you were gonna push the envelope to silence me. Instead, man, you pushed me right into the motherfucking courtroom, right? You pushed me right into the courtroom. You pushed the envelope so hard, you pushed it into the courtroom. And I think that you thought that I was guilty, right? That, oh, he's not gonna go sue me. He's guilty. He has a kid with a 13-year-old, right? You based off all these scenarios, man. You played out all these scenarios to your subscribers. But when the court day comes, you will be privileged to all that, right? Because I have to show the honorable judge the birth certificates, the names of who the first mother of my wife, the first mother of my kids is, and the second name of the mother of my second kids are, right? And they can go and populate the birthdays of my kids, right? I can show you the birth certificates of my kids. Everything you said, I can prove with actual facts. Not just me saying, oh, no, he's lying, he's lying, he's lying. No. I can back it up with facts, black and white. So, you know you fucked up, right? You do know that, right? The only play you got is what I give you. My reactions off your doxing, your troll accounts, your troll channels. I'm not gonna give you no play. I'm not gonna give you no argument points. I'm not gonna give you no ammunition to use against me in the courtroom to try to portray me as something I'm not. So if you thought by doxing me, creating was gonna give you the reaction that you wanted, I'm sorry you didn't get it, man. I'm sorry you didn't receive any kind of terroristic threats this morning. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry that you woke up this morning and there was no comments on your channel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you thought that you were going to wake up to this morning and look at your phone and see all kinds of terroristic threats. I'm sorry, man, that you didn't receive none of those. All right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you didn't receive any of that. All right? Because that's what you were expecting, right? You were expecting terroristic threat messages. You were expecting terroristic threat comments. You were expecting a reaction. Well, here goes your reaction. I gave it to you. Is it the one you wanted? Did you get the reaction you wanted? I don't think so, right? Because I'm sorry you didn't receive terroristic threatening messages this morning, right? Which I know you were probably hoping for, right? You were probably hoping and pleading for some terroristic threats, right? I'm sorry you didn't receive any, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't receive any. You don't have a brain. You don't have any kind of calculation. You don't have any kind of motherfucking you just talk out your ass, man. Your asshole lips should trade lips with your actual lips, man. 'Cause you just talk out your ass. Okay? You just talk out your ass. Without, and I guess you're so used to talking out your ass so much that you're so used to believing it, man. But here comes this little old beaner from Texas that pulled that hoe card out and showed the whole world that you's a hoe. You's a hoe. Right? I'm sorry, man, that you didn't wake up. I'm sorry, man, that you didn't wake up to what you wanted this morning. You woke up to this right here, right? You woke up to this. Go back to your little drawing board. No, man. Stop with the scheming and plotting, man. Winter's coming. That roof is about to cave in. That roof is about to fucking cave in, man. Go fucking get you some $50 blinds, man. And put them on your window, bro. I'd be ashamed of that, right? I'd be ashamed acting like I got something, and then when the shit hits the light, I'm living in a fucking borderline trap house. Man, that's sad, man. Right? That's sad. You live in a beautiful country, man. It's so sad that an illegal immigrant that's not even from this country has a beautiful house. Has a more beautiful house than what you do, man. Ain't that a bitch? An illegal immigrant has a better home than what you have. Why? Because they put in the hard work, man. Right? You take things for granted in this country. Right? You rather live in a shitbox hole. Rats coming and going. Roof caving in. And all for what? To try to sit here and normalize the deviancy of one man. Instead of saying, you know what, man, I'm going to get my family up out of this shithole. I'm going to get my family up out this shithole. I'm tired of all these bed bugs. I'm tired of all these roaches. I'm tired of all these. It's like if I'm living at the motherfucking zoo with all these motherfucking critters coming in my house. Hey, you live in Detroit, man. Winter comes, them critters trying to find somewhere warm. Just like you. They ain't trying to be in them fucking vacant homes freezing themselves up. Nah, they go next door. They go into the neighbors. The neighbor's house is always warmed up in the wintertime. That's where we're going. And 6, 7 kids, man, I can just imagine the crumb trails all around that bitch, right? Crumb trails around the motherfucking house. It's pointless. You probably got to the point you don't even clean that shit no more, man, right? It defeats the purpose. You got 6 munchkins. Crumblers all over the motherfucking place. Crumbles here, crumbles there, right? I know you ain't cleaning the house. You're too busy on YouTube, right? So I can just imagine the living conditions, right? If the living conditions look like that on the outside, man, I can just imagine the inside, bro. That smell of cockroaches in the electronics. Ugh. You know that smell? Man, I've been in a lot of trap houses, right? I've been in a lot of trap houses, right? Is the plumbing working? Are you able to shower? Is the water draining properly? I don't know. Is that shit even livable, man? If the shit's having roof issues, how's the plumbing, man? Did you got slow drainage when you take a shower? When you take a shower, are you knee high up in water with dirty water because it doesn't drain? It drains so slow. I know you ain't upkeeping the house. It's like first impressions mean everything. The first impressions mean everything. You see, you would talk so highly when you would be on StreamYard. You would put a fucking a screensaver of a scat pack, and I'm like, man, that scat pack ain't moved. Man, you put that motherfucking screenshot all the time. That scat pack in the same location. At first I said, oh man, that guy got some scat pack in his garage. That's a nice looking garage you got there. All right, and it's a motherfucking screensaver. He had me fooled. I said, oh man, shit, Dante really doing it up. I said, damn, that garage looks like a fucking house. Shit, that's his garage. It all comes to be, it's a fucking screensaver, right? One of them screens that you put behind you on StreamYard, right? To make it act like you live in a mansion or something. He fooled me, right? He fooled. I'm not too tech savvy, right? He fooled me. I said, oh shit, he got a scat pack, right? I said, oh man, that must be the car that he talked about. He got pulled over in, right? The story that he said, oh man, I just got pulled over. Cop pulled me over. They said, man, what kind of car you driving? Are you doing weight? Are you a drug dealer? So I was under the impression, damn, this dude's really doing it, right? But once I do my homework, oh man, it's not one of these. He got me. He bamboozled me, right? He bamboozled me, right? That's the thing, man. That if you bamboozle people, don't get mad when the shit hits the fan and they expose you for who you are, right? Right. I didn't come on here portraying myself as no Billy Badass. I didn't come on here portraying as a drug kingpin. I didn't come on here as a street stomp down. I came on here as Noel, man. As myself. I didn't come on here portraying I'm a stomp down dude or I'm better than the next man. Y'all gonna catch me driving Lambos, going to Dubai, vacation, and I'm just gonna chunk the deuce up at y'all, right? Like belittling his audience, man, and not knowing the truth that he's in the same circumstance, if not worse, than his own subscribers, right? Some of his own subscribers are doing a lot better than what he is, right? I know I'm doing a lot better than what he is. Right? And I'm not even a content creator, right? I'm not a content creator. And I guarantee you, he has more subscribers that are doing a lot better than him in life. And it bugs him, right? Like, what's his name? NS knows. NS knows, because NS knows. That's why he sends him the PlayStation, right? NS sent him the PlayStation to his address, right? So NS knows his living circumstances, right? That's why NS always cash apps him, always helps him out financially, right? Because NS knows Dante's real situation, right? And that's why every time NS would get into it with somebody, Dante was there to defend him. Don't you remember NS helped you when you couldn't break your car? NS was right there walking you through it. Don't you remember? But you better apologize to NS. Right? Going to town for an apology for NS. Well, now it makes sense, right? Because NS really knows his financial status. He knows that he lives in a crack-infested home, right? He knows he has 6 kids. He knows the truth, right? God, I'm just got him, right? These are all things that people don't put together, right? See, I have a mind that I put pieces together. Most of the time I'm right. Every now and then I'm off a little, right? But most of the time I'm right, right? That's who sent him the PlayStation, the PS5 for his gaming channels. NS. Why? That dude wasn't gonna come up with no $550, $600 for a PS5, right? Shit, that's what half of what he makes a month off of YouTube. All right. That's a percentage of what he makes off of YouTube. A PlayStation, man, that's high commodity, man. Right? But I can also see NS is a good man. Right? He also understands that this guy has 6 kids. Right? That's why you don't see Dante on the PlayStation. His kids are using it, which rightfully so, right? He's a grown man. He shouldn't be on the PlayStation. He should let his kids be kids and enjoy that. Golly, man. You see, when you speak, speak truth, man. Don't speak slandering and defamation of character. Don't act like you're somebody you're not, man. That's why I always said, man, be yourself, man. Just be yourself, man. When I started doing YouTube, man, I would always end my videos with just be yourself. Right? Just be yourself. That's it, man. At the end of the day, some people are gonna like you, some people are not gonna like you. But by being yourself, that's what it is, man. You're being yourself. And a lot of people can't do that, man. They want to portray themselves like a big old content creator, driving a $200,000 vehicle, living in $1 million home. Well, that's all fantasy, because in reality, you drive a $5,000 vehicle, your property is valued at $85,000 with the home on it, right? Out here in Texas, that's what the plot of land is worth, right? 100,000, 80,000. That's just the plot of land. That ain't even the fucking home in it, right? That ain't even the shed on it. That's just the land. That's just the plot. So that tells me that your plot of land, if I was to tear that fucking house down, that'd be like a $30,000 land. I don't know, man. I'd probably go tear that house down next to you and just be your next door neighbor. How would you like that? I'm right now, I'm gonna go see how much that house is worth. How much they want that house next door. I'm gonna go see, and I'm gonna make a video. I'm interested in real estate. I want to see how much that house that's next to you is valued at. It's decapitated. It's boarded up. It's probably going on pennies on the dollar right now. 10, 15,000, 10,000, 5,000. I don't know. I have to go and see right now and see how much that property is valued at and how much they're asking it. So I might be your neighbor pretty soon, man. All right. I might just tear that shit down and just put a sign in the middle that says, "Welcome to Texas Podcast. Location coming soon." Buy that little land next to you. Put my sign that says, "Future corporate office of Welcome to Texas Podcast." How'd you like that, man? How you like that? Now we could be neighbors. I can go, "Hey, get this shit down, man. Get this shit off my property line. Get these fucking rodents up out of here, man." What's going on, Wavy Crockett? Shout out to Houston. All right. Shout out to H-Town. Shout out to all the cities in Texas, man. My platform is always welcome from anybody from Texas. My platform will never push away a fellow Texan. My platform is open to any Texan that wants to talk about Texas politics, their story. My channel is to open to any Texan, right? regardless of whatever prison family you belong to, ex-prison family. My thing, I'm not into prison, man. Right? I'm not trying to spread this gang is bigger than this one. This gang is better than that one. No, man. That's not what I'm trying to do, right? I'm coming at this like a independent journalist, man. Uh, I don't have no criminal ties, right? I don't have no criminal ties. Once I left prison, I was able to be my own man, right? Which meant that I can associate with anybody that I wanted to, right? I wasn't obligated to be holding prison politics, right? That's why, from the beginning, the biggest enemy Tango Blast ever had was the Texas Syndicate, right? Texas Syndicate was the main one that, the Blast was going after, right? They were the main ones. They were the corporate, right? So, me being out of prison, having no allegiance, having no ties, I reached out to Robert Delgado, which was at one time a high-ranking Texas Syndicate member, right? To try to get the history, right? To get the history from somebody that was there, right? I'm not trying to glorify it. I'm not trying to promote it. I'm just trying to document it, right? Everything in history needs to be documented, man. It needs to be known where it started, why, where they come from, the reasons, the who, the what. It's part of our Texas history, man. The Texas Syndicate is part of Texas history. And everybody else, every other FAMA, every other prison family has a right, and they've earned their respect here in Texas, right? Me, I respect every criminal organization from Texas, man, right? And I do that because I'm no longer aligned. I don't owe no allegiance to anybody. I am my own man, all right? I am not pushing prison politics. This gang is better than that gang, or this gang is better than that gang. No, right? That's not what I'm trying to do. All I want to do is document the history from people that were there, different factions, right? Because everybody got a different perspective of what prison was, right? You have the white perspective, you have the black perspective, and you have the Mexican perspective of what prison is, right? And what I wanted to do on my channel was present the Mexican perspective of Texas, right? From the different fractions, from the Aztecas, the M, the Sindicato, the Raza Unida, from these organizations, right? And let each one tell their story to their best of their ability without trying to criminalize, not incriminate themselves, not throw people under the bus, but just to tell the history of what it is. Not to glorify it, but just to have it documented, man. Because I'm interested, man. I'm interested on why everything started, right? Onto why it is, how the prison it is today, right? Now, to me, Texas prison, it's like, it's unorganized, man. It's unorganized. It's not like back then where, people had the understanding of this is what we're going to do. It's just too many independents right now, right? Without having no structure, no leader. It's just, everybody running wild, man. Right? And I've experienced it, man, that not everybody gets a taste of the money, right? It's not mandatory to hook your homeboy up right? It's not a homeboy doesn't automatically get a piece of the pie, right? So there can be a homeboy on the block doing his thing, and there can be 10 homeboys, struggling, right? Because it's not, we're not. I can hook you up with soups and commissary and stuff like that, but I don't have to give you my money that I'm earning, right? Like how it was back in the day when the families had it. When the families had it structured, maybe everybody got a little bit of taste of the money coming in, right? Maybe some got more than others, some got less than others, but everybody got a taste of it, right? Now in today's prison, there's only certain homeboys that are getting a taste of it, right? And then they toss whatever they want to toss to a homeboy that's struggling. If homeboy ain't making no hygiene, if he ain't got no money coming in, we look out for him, right? But it's not, if I'm hustling and I'm making all kinds of money, I'm not obligated to give you anything, right? So it's a lot, now it seems like a lot of each man for his own, but still using the bandana of the organization, right? Without a leader, it kind of, people are running wild, and it kind of, I wouldn't be interested in doing time. I would have probably been like in the 80s and in the 90s. I think those were the times that were the deadliest in Texas, man. 70s, 80s, and the 90s. 2000s and now, to me, it's the same shit, man. I'm pretty sure if I was to go to prison right now, it'd be the same way when I went to prison in 2000. Same shit. Nothing changes, right? Especially when you have nobody to go against. We're the biggest ones, and we're going against basically each other every now and then, right? There's nothing going on. Nothing. Yeah, you can make money, right? But it wasn't like, and what I say, it wasn't like, man, because I read, right? You can go read the documents, you can read reports, you can read news clippings, you can read all this. In 1986, there was like 350 murders. In the 80s, man, every year there was 300 to 200, a lot of murders in TDC, right? Now, you hear murders in TDC, it's about somebody overdosing on fentanyl, or somebody going on a bad trip of K2. These are the most, like, the homicides that are happening in prison in Texas, right? People overdosing, people going on bad trips and attacking their cellmates. That's what's causing a lot of these deaths. Right? Not like back in the 80s and the 90s when it was structured and people were trying to, fight for the black market, which that was the black market, right? People were fighting to try to control the black market. Now, it's a free enterprise, right? It's a free enterprise. Because if you get to the unit and you figure out, how to bring it in, how to take it out, nobody can stop you. Nobody's going to come and tell you can't do it, right? It's a free enterprise nowadays. Everybody can do it, man. Everybody. But back in the 80s and the 90s, it was only a handful of people that hey, you want to do it, you're going to pay with your life, right? It was more seriousness, man. So that's why I'm intrigued, right? Because like I said, I only did 2 years, man. I've only been sentenced 2 years, right? And if you take the county time, the transfer facility time, I have not did no real time, man, right? So I'm not the proper person to be speaking about prison politics, right? I don't have the credentials, as you would say, to speak about prison politics, right? I went there as somebody that just passed by, quick pass by, right? A quick stop, pit stop for me, right? Basically, right? I'm not acknowledged as somebody that was there, right? But like I said, I was there for a short time, and I seen a lot, right? I was involved with the money side, right? I was involved with the money side, with the money, with the homeboys that were making money. I aligned myself, right? We gravitate to each other, right? Well, what would you do out there on the street, homeboy? Shit, man, I'll be out there cooking in the kitchen and flipping them hoes, right? Posted up, getting my money right, right? I always had money on my books. I always had commissary. I never gone without. So I was able to gravitate, you know, based off of who I am, right? I got blessed to see the black market side of it, right? The money side of it, right? Not everybody is privileged to that, right? There's people that were there longer than me that weren't privileged to that type of information with the homeboys that were doing it, right? Why? Because they didn't have the mentality of being a hustler, right? They were in there for being a robber or a dope fiend, right? That's what prison is full of, right? Prison is full of robbers, murderers, dope fiends, hustlers. So just like everything else, you're gonna gravitate to your inner circle of who you can relate to, right? And what can they relate to you, right? And that's who you gravitate to. If you're a crash dummy, you're gonna go with the crash dummies, right? They're gonna use you as a crash dummy, right? If they know that you can make money and you can hustle, here go the packs, homeboy. Break them down, get your cut, and look out for the homeboys that don't got nothing. Bet, right? Bet. Here go your packs, break it down, look out for the homeboys that don't got nothing. Bet. But not everybody is privileged to that, man. And me, not having that much time, man, I was privileged to the inner workings of the money side of it, which not too many people are, man, right? Which not too many people are. So you're gonna gravitate to the people in prison, man, right? Me, I seen the potential prison has, right? I seen fucking, man, the potential prison has, right? It has a lot of potential, right? It has a lot of fucking potential. Just like that fucking, what's that called? Like Miklo and the accountant and the lawyer. He's right, man. You know, there's a lot of people in prison that have money. And they like getting high. So if you can bring it in, you can supply the demand, you can make you money, right? You can make you money. That's the prison I seen, man, right? And those were the guys that I gravitated to. Guys from Houston that had it on lock, right? I got embraced by Houston, right? I fell out of Dallas, man. But my own homeboys will call me Mayatero, right? They say, "Oh man, you too hood, man. You talk too different. You don't talk Spanish. You don't talk this. You don't talk that." I'm like, man, this is the way I talk, bro. It's just the way it is, right? But the dudes from Houston are more advanced than the ones from Dallas, man, right? That's just the way it is, right? I gravitated more to the dudes from Houston than what I did with my homeboys from my city, right? My homeboys from my city were old school, how can I say? They wanted to be talking Spanish. I don't talk Spanish, man. Right? I talk Spanish when I need to and I have to, but it's not my go-to language. Right? I don't feel comfortable talking Spanish, right? Because I don't speak it properly. So I don't feel comfortable, right? But a lot of my homeboys from Dallas were, you know, they would speak a lot more Spanish than English. But the dudes, the homeboys from Houston, man, they were more hipper, right? So I kind of and out of that, when I was in medium custody, I was the only one from Dallas, man. Right? I was the only one from Dallas when I was in medium custody. When I was in medium custody, it was nothing but Houston. Right? I was the only one from Dallas. There was another one from Fort Worth. There was maybe one from Austin and maybe two from West Texas. But the rest of the homeboys were all Houston. Right? They were all from H-Town. Matter of fact, I got majority of my heart checks from homeboys from Houston. Because every time I would go, there was no Dallas. There was no Dallas homeboys. Right? So every time I would go and get my check, it was from homeboys from Houston. So they embraced me, brought me into the inner circle, and they showed me the work, man. Right? Now that I'm thinking about it, man, I'm gonna reach out to my homeboy. It's been a minute since I reached out to him from Houston. Catch up on some old times. It's been a minute, man. Now that I'm thinking about it, he's out there in College City. I think it's called College City, man, in Houston. College City or fucking something with the college. I don't know if it's College City or somewhere in Houston, Baytown, man. So yeah, man, that was my whole thing with this Texas prison channel, man. Not to glorify prisons or the actions or who's bigger and better and badder than the next one. Nah, man, it's just basically to document the history, right? I don't want to be doing videos and getting accuracy, getting stuff wrong. That's why I reached out to Bobby from a Texas syndicate. I made contact with the guy that's from the Aztecas. I don't know if he's a Barrio Azteca, but he's knowledgeable about it. He got information, and he told me to hit him up. So I'm gonna send him my digits, so that way we can, get some story from that end. I know a friend from my city. He's a RU. He's a Raza Unida. So I got, a couple of people from different fractions of, some of the main organizations in Texas that got first-hand knowledge. And what I'm asking these guys is not to disclose any kind of criminal information or, stuff that'll get anybody in trouble. Just basically, their life story, man. Just on how it is and what they feel, and nothing to get anybody in trouble, man. Right? I don't want to think people would be like, oh no, you're gonna use that to get these guys in trouble. Or nah, man. I'm not gonna ask you anything that's open case or anything to incriminate yourself. Nah, just a simple, hey, this is how it was, and that's it. So I'm gonna go. I gotta go to my therapy, man. I hit if I have time today, if not tomorrow in the morning, I'll do my live. Y'all have a good one. And please, man, if you continue with all the shenanigans, man, freaking, I can prove pure malice intentions, man. So thank you so much, man, for giving me a winnable case. And I want to apologize to you because I know you were probably anticipating and waiting for some terroristic threats this morning. But I'm sorry to burst your bubble. You didn't get those. Go back to the drawing board. Don't know what else you can do. But right now, I'm putting on my farmer cap, putting my farmer overalls. About to hop out on my tractor trailer. And I'm about to go harvest, man. About to go watch some crops. About to kick up some dirt, like how they say in TDC. We're gonna go to the whole squad, kick up some dirt, and we're gonna plant. We're gonna harvest. We're not gonna harvest yet. We're just gonna go planting. Right? Harvest is down the road, a few moons down later. But for now, it's Johnny Appleseed. It's time to start planting seeds. And eventually one of these seeds will grow and fester, and we'll get into the ear of Frank Lucas. At pressure, bust pipes. Especially being a political figure. The candidate that was running up against Frank Lucas, I'm pretty sure they're always looking for some news that they can use, right, to gain the upper hand on the next re-election time, right? The guy that lost the election this year, I guarantee you, he's waiting for next year, man, right? He's waiting for next year to see how he can win the election. And if corruption in the Jackson Cap, small town, Alabama County, right? Running mates that lost an election are always looking for an upper hand. Apply pressure. You just got to find the right trigger points, right? Y'all ever had them trigger point shots, man? I got some shots like about 2 weeks ago on my neck. Right, them trigger, they feel good, man. They loosen up all your muscles and shit. I got some on my neck like 2 weeks ago, man. I got 4 of them hoes. It feels good, man. My neck felt better. I could actually turn my neck, man. Like before, I was like, my neck was limited to certain positions. Now I can fucking tilt it and move it and shit. So, continue, because all you're doing is digging yourself. Instead of going 6 feet deep, you're going 8 feet, 10 feet deep. You're not giving yourself no room to try to escape it, right? You just constantly digging yourself deeper in the hole by trying to dox me, create these troll channels. And at the end of the day, it's like the damage is done already. You've already done the damage. So if you continue to do it, it doesn't matter. The damage is done already. You're just continuing to do it and over. So in reality, you're just digging yourself a hole deeper, right? Deeper and deeper, man. So when you decide to dig yourself out that hole, it's gonna be impossible, man. That at the end of the day, you're gonna have to make a public apology video telling the audience of all your wrongdoings that you were wrong, you apologize, and that you're gonna keep this video up for a certain amount of time to combat the defamation of my character at your hands. I don't care about the $9,500 that I'm. Right. I want the apology. I want something feasible and reasonable that can be granted. Right. If she grants me the money, hey, that's to me that's cookies and cream, right? That's extra. I want the public apology video coming out of your fucking mouth on your platform to make you look stupider. Right? That's what I want. On how you're gonna look and feel. That's you can't put in the amount. You can't put a value on that. Right? That's priceless to me, man. Right? That in your own words and actions, you're gonna have to say you were defeated and you were wrong. And that's where I'm gonna be. I told you so. I fucking told you so. Alright? I told you so. So, continue the doxing. Continue the troll channels. Do it. All it does is paint a picture on who you are. It's gonna paint a picture of pure malice. For what? Oh man, I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back, man. I gotta go make some phone calls. I gotta go plant some seeds. Matter of fact, I haven't even got right this morning, man. I haven't even drunk my coffee yet, man. So I'm about to do that. Head off to my therapy. And I'll get back at y'all later on, man. I'll get back at y'all later on, man. See what y'all have a good one, man.